Good morning, everyone. I'm Jackie Candela, and I'm here today with my family. We founded the Staten Island Walk Like Mad back in 2014. We first got involved with Mothers Against Drunk Driving after my uncle was unfortunately killed by a drunk driver on October 25th, 1997. We wanted to get involved with MADD so people could understand that one's poor decision to get behind a wheel after one too many could leave a lasting effect on many lives forever. And that is exactly what happened with our family. We grew up being told all these amazing stories about my uncle and how he would have been the best uncle around and how we could have done all these adventurous things with him. And unfortunately, someone else's poor decision to get behind that wheel one day took any possible memory that we could have had with him. So that's why we're here today, and that's why we're involved with MADD, because we don't want other families to go through that. Due to COVID-19, MADD made the proactive decision for everyone's health and safety to hold this year's walk as virtual events. We thank you all for joining us today as the Staten Island Walk Like MADD. Even during this time, it's so important for us to support MADD's life-saving work. We are glad to be a part of today's virtual event and walk simultaneously with you. We hope that you all remain safe and healthy during these times. To get started today, we would like to invite our law enforcement partners to perform the national anthem. We are pleased to have the NYPD here with us. Thank you very much. I'm now going to pass it off to NYPD Officer Brown, who will sing the national anthem, followed by MADD Executive Director Rich Mallow. Thank you very much.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you so much, Police Officer Brown. That was a wonderful rendition of the national anthem. This is our 6th year here at the Staten Island Walk, and before I get into that, I just really want to put a message out. You know, this year we're viral. We're going over the internet as opposed to meeting together and walking as a giant MADD family, and that's because of COVID. Everyone is well aware of what's been going on, as well as all of the other stuff that has been happening in the streets of our local communities. So first, I want to say thank you for the first responders. I want to say thank you to the doctors, the nurses, and everyone in the hospital systems that have gone to work every single day during this COVID crisis. And then I'd also like to say thank you to the NYPD, to the fire department, the FDNY. You guys continue to do your jobs under tremendous duress as well. And Mothers Against Drunk Driving wants to say thank you to that. Which then the next step is really, it brings us to the reason why we're here. 6 years ago, actually it was 6.5 years ago, I met in my office with Doug and Jackie Candela. A young, I believe, and I could be wrong here, but sophomore or junior in high school that wanted to honor her uncle and Doug's brother with regards to having a MADD walk because he was tragically killed by a drunk driver. And we said yes. We were able to bring staff on to make sure that it happened. And that first year, quite frankly, it was just wonderful. Since that time, and it's hard to believe, but since that time, Jackie Candela, from a high school student, is now starting law school. Then her brother Chris is now getting ready to enter medical school. And Danny, the youngest, is getting ready to enter college. And I think what it says is how these families continue to put their lives back together even after tragedy. And I just want to thank them so much for continuing to be a part of this walk and making sure that it does continue. That doesn't make light of all of the other people that are part of this. So to the Candela family, to Doug, to Olga, to Jackie, to Chris, and to Danny, thank you so much for keeping this movement alive in Staten Island. For everyone else, I can't even begin to tell you how important it is to continue what you're doing and how you do it. It allows us to put forth a strong victim services team, because that's why we're here. We're here for victim services, to service the victims of this horrific crime. And I just want to say thank you. I also would like to say thank you to our state advisory board, who works very, very hard to make sure that we are always in the front lines and doing the right thing. So, once again, I just want to say thank you. Tara, as always, you have done a magnificent job, and the staff turning this thing into a virtual walk is no simple task, and every staff member has a big part of this. So I want to thank Ise Fuentes. I want to thank Alyssa Capperto. I want to thank Rachel Brownguard, and I want to thank Robert Hedinger, and that's our staff. And they've all had a hand in this virtual walk, and I want to say thank you. And at this time, I would like to turn it over to Tara Spora, our program manager.
Thank you so much, Rich, and of course to the Candela family and all families that are supporting us and watching today. I would like to introduce MADD National President Helen Whitty to say a few words.
Hi, MADD New York, Staten Island. It's Helen Whitty, MADD National President. And I just want to thank you for the work you're doing on our virtual Walk Like MADDs. The life that we have now is so different from the life we had just the beginning of this year. So it's so exciting to see people continuing to do this work that matters and that saves lives. So I'm honored to be able to be a part of your walk. I came to MADD unbelievably now, 20 years ago, at the sudden violent death of my 16-year-old daughter. She was rollerblading on a bike path when she was run down on the bike path by a 17-year-old girl who was high on marijuana and high on tequila. And life changed for me and my entire family. And MADD was there to help us pick up the pieces. Family and friends were glue, but the pieces were shattered. And MADD showed me how to live again. So thank you. Continue this wonderful work of walks. For those of you who have joined MADD because of tragedy like I did, I'm sending hugs, virtual hugs, and love, and letting you know you're in the right place. There's people here who can help you. Thank you and good luck with your wonderful walk. Go to walklikemadd.org/Staten Island and donate if you can. I plan to. Thanks so much. Bye.
Thank you so much, Helen. And I would like to introduce another special guest with us this morning, MADD National Board Member Erica Lynn, who is a New York resident and volunteer. Erica?
Hi, MADD Staten Island. I'm Erica Lynn, National Board Member of Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I'm thrilled to be with you all, here with you all today, and to prepare for our virtual walk in Staten Island later this year. 3.5 years ago, my parents were struck by a drunk driver at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They died within hours of each other in the hospital. It was also the day of my birth. I cannot even begin to tell you what it felt like, knowing that on the day they had given birth to me, their lives would be taken so tragically and senselessly. MADD New York was there for me from day one. They helped me to navigate my grief and to cope with the new normal world that I was facing. MADD's mission is to provide victim support, to work with communities, educating them about the dangers of drunk and drugged driving, and to work with our law enforcement partners on stiffer legislation against offenders. The work we do is so hard and so important. It is a noble cause to fight to save lives every day. But we need your help. So please join us at www.walklikemad/Staten Island and walk with us and help us to continue to do the great work of saving lives. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from all your help and support. Let's do this, Staten Island. Let's have a great walk.
Thank you so much, Erica, for being with us today. This is the second of our New York State virtual walks. We are glad to have this presentation to allow for you to participate no matter where you're watching from. We received feedback from our Long Island walk last month that we had viewers from all over the country and the world watching. That's a testament to all of you. Thank you for raising awareness about our mission. If you haven't officially registered to be part of today's experience, please do so at walklikemad.org/Staten Island. Online registration is open through 11 a.m. and all who are registered will be entered into a prize drawing. We also encourage that you make a donation to support our efforts if you still haven't done so. Today, we will be featuring some elements that you would expect to see at a traditional in-person event experience, and of course, continuing to thank and honor you and your loved ones. We'll be hearing from volunteers, community partners, and my colleagues here at MADD. We'll be ending this morning's presentation with a tribute to our victims and survivors. After the tribute, we'll be starting the walk and asking you to walk virtually with us from the safety of your home or neighborhood. Our efforts would not be possible without each and every one of you participating. Thank you to all team captains, all team members, our volunteers, and to all of our MADD community partners and supporters, including our in-kind sponsors who give continuously of their time and their service. This includes essential workers in the supermarkets and food service industry that support MADD throughout the year, including the Staten Island Walk Like MADD each year. Thank you to all of our sponsors and partners that make events like today possible. A special thank you to our statewide partners, including Live Nation, Uber, Geico, and Legends, as well as our Staten Island Walk partners, Cushman and Wakefield, Staten Island University Hospital Northwell Health, Richmond University Medical Center, A. Visconti Incorporated Garden Center, Feel the Beat Productions, Red Carpet Weddings and Events, and Showplace Entertainment Center, all of whom have been involved with this event for many years. I would now like to say thank you by showing some messages from our statewide partners. First up, we have a message from Live Nation.
Hello, my name is Tom C. with Live Nation, and I'm the COO of Venue Nation. I'm glad to be here with you today for the virtual Walk Like MADD. Live Nation is proud to partner with Mothers Against Drunk Driving throughout the year on alcohol awareness initiatives at our venues and events. It is a mission we believe strongly in. MADD has been a vital partner in helping to develop our responsible adult beverage operations during events at Jones Beach, along with MADD helping to oversee our on-site designated driving booth. In addition, we have helped produce and run the MADD PSA at our venues across the country. Thank you for your continued support.
Thank you so much, Tom, for that message and all of your support. Up next, we are proud to have rideshare partner, Uber.
Against Drunk Driving family, everyone here at Uber is so grateful for our many years of partnership and working to make New York streets safer. We're so sorry we can't be with you this year, but we'll be with you in spirit.
Thank you so much, Alex, for all of your support. and we are glad to have a video message from Geico.
We believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MADD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.
Thank you once again to our committee, made up of dedicated volunteers who are instrumental each year in making this walk happen. I couldn't do what I do without all of you, so thank you so much. If you or anyone you know is interested in being our committee for planning next year's walk, or know anyone who lives in Long Island, Capital Region, or Westchester, we have walks there as well, so please reach out to let me know, as we could always use additional help and support for our events. Once again, thank you to each and every one of you watching today. You've all made such a difference. Special thanks to all teams and individuals for their hard work to raise funds to help end drunk and drug driving. Our page is still open, so please be sure to register and donate at walklikemad.org/Staten Island. Once signed up, you'll get our latest updates and information and qualify for prize drawings and incentives. We had individuals and teams work tirelessly once again this year for the MADD mission. Our top supporters will continue to be recognized after the walk based on funds showing at the close of today. I would now like to introduce the rest of our MADD New York staff to share some important updates, and I thank them for all they do. Please welcome Program Specialist Alyssa Fuentes.
Hello, everyone. Alyssa Fuentes here, Program Specialist at Mothers Against Drunk Driving. We hope all is well. We're really excited to bring our virtual walk to everyone here in Staten Island and everyone else across the country and the world watching this right now. One of the things that we have out there in order to get our information about different events, different updates, is social media. I'm actually the one that does a lot of the social media work along with my coworkers, and I'm so proud of that. But this is what I want from you guys. If you guys have social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, follow us. We will love to share our updates with all of you, our different events, and so on. So if you just search on any of those platforms, MADD, M-A-D-D, NYNJ, you'll find us. And please like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your families, follow us. Whatever the lingo for that social platform is, do it, because we want you guys to be our friend online. So one of the other things that we're doing also today, you probably have heard it from Tara already, she'll mention it towards the end too. We are also asking you guys to walk virtually wherever you may be. But we also want to see those pictures, those videos that you guys have. Take a picture with your crew, with your family, whomever you may be with, and tag why we walk and why, because we want to see those photos. If that is a bit difficult, that's okay. Just to make it easy, email it to me. isai.fuentes, Fuentes, @madd.org. You are going to see a little description on the bottom where you can do all that information as well, because I would love to see it. We would love to share it with everyone on our social media pages. So I would love to introduce our Victim Services Manager for New York State, Rachel Braungart, to share a little bit more about what she does and her department. Rachel, thank you so much.
Hi everyone, Rachel Braungart, MADD New York Victim Services Manager. Welcome to the first virtual Staten Island Walk Like MADD event. Today we walk in honor and in remembrance of all of those who have been impacted by impaired driving. We walk for those who cannot be with us here today, and we walk for those still fighting this senseless tragedy. We walk for change. The MADD New York Victim Services team walks alongside you, as you are never alone. We will continue to provide supportive services to all victims impacted by impaired driving, and we will continue to fight for change, for a future of no more victims. On behalf of the MADD New York State Victim Services team, thank you for being a part of our Staten Island Walk Like MADD event. Now, without further ado, it is my great pleasure to introduce you to Victim Service Specialist Alyssa Capperto.
Good morning, MADD family. My name is Alyssa Capperto, and I'm the Victim Services Specialist for Long Island and Metro New York. Thank you so much for joining us at the Victim Tribute area. Typically, we would be coming here to provide our signs that we walk with, some different forms of material, such as surviving injury, grief, bereavement, and talking to your teens. The most important piece of MADD's mission is supporting our victims and survivors. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's honored family, the Latino family. Christina Latino will be sharing her story of why she walks. We will then play our victim tribute slideshow to honor all of your loved ones. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Christina Latino, and I am currently a senior studying business and Italian at Montclair State University in New Jersey. When I typically introduce myself, I always state my name, where I'm from, or I even state my major in school, among other things. However, there are some aspects, part of my description, that you wouldn't know from a first glance or first encounter, such as my experience as a survivor of a drunk driving collision. The end of summer 2012 was quickly ending, and as most students do, I procrastinated in getting my school supplies for the upcoming scholastic year. I was excited to begin my 8th grade year alongside all my classmates, and I was a month shy of my 13th birthday. On August 26, 2012, I asked my parents if we could do some last-minute shopping, and we decided to go to Walmart nearby our apartment. Because of the Bergen County Blue Law, we had forgotten that all the stores would not be able to sell anything besides necessities, so we decided to go to another Walmart in a different county nearby. We were driving on Route 3, and everything was fine. There was barely any traffic, and we were about, give or take, 10 minutes away from our destination. All of a sudden, we felt something hit us, and it made a loud and heart-wrenching sound. Because of the hit, my mother became unconscious and lost control of the wheel, so we were spinning in circles until we hit the divider on the highway. The only things that I remember clearly were the unbearable screech of the tires and my father screaming, "Brace yourselves," as the car was spinning. When the car stopped, I was the only one conscious, and I began to speak to the OnStar system that we had in our car to call the police and an ambulance. It was the most terrifying experience of my life, especially seeing both of your parents helplessly unconscious before your eyes and being physically unable to do anything about it because I was trapped in the backseat of the car. This is something that no one should ever have to go through, let alone a 12-year-old child. I walked away from this crash alive and not paralyzed or dead. The next day in the hospital, we were informed by the police that the driver that hit us was indeed drunk and possibly drugged, and that the criminal was released from jail after just spending one night. A few weeks later, my uncle had heard of Mothers Against Drunk Driving and informed them about our case. MADD quickly became involved in our lives and offered their services to us instantly. Ever since then, my family and I have been involved with MADD and have continuously spread drunk driving awareness. On behalf of my family, I would like to thank Tara and everyone at the Staten Island Walk Like Mad, for they have cultivated a welcoming environment and have gone above and beyond to not only execute walks and other events perfectly to the T, but by also making a point to get to know my family on a personal level and introducing us to other families with similar stories. I could not be more grateful to share my story with the hope that this will one day inspire others to think before they drink. It is a true blessing to advocate for this important cause, and it uplifts me to use my platform as a survivor to spread awareness. As a college student who served as chapter president of my music fraternity, I made it a point to share my story numerous times with our members and with other members of the Greek life community, so that they could see that this is a real and serious issue within our society. By knowing that someone close to them was affected by this, there was a realization and the responsibility that we all have to keep each other safe and alive. While we are all going through rough times in light of the current pandemic, it is equally important to still understand that impaired driving in itself is a real epidemic in our country and across the world. Unlike COVID-19, there are already known preventive measures that we all can take to stop a drunk driving crash from happening. While many efforts are being made, there is still a long way to go to resolve this issue. With the help of determined individuals such as everyone from MADD, we can and will stop drunk driving, where there will be no more victims. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for virtually walking with me, and I hope you all stay safe and well during these times.
Thank you to all of you for honoring your loved ones and Christina for sharing her powerful story with us. And to Nassau County Police Department's Deputy Inspector Gus Kalin for the beautiful accompaniment on trumpet. Thank you to everyone who was featured during today's presentation and all of you for joining us. I hope today has inspired everyone watching. We here at MADD are a family, and we're here to support you. As we wrap up today, we once again say thank you for your support of MADD's mission. The awareness and funds that you raise are vital to providing our victim services and education to keep the community and all of you safe. We are now kicking off the walk virtually with all of you. Don't forget to take photos and share them with us as well as on your own personal social media channels. Enjoy your walk. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much.